In this first ever live tasting and review, we're going to be taking a look at doing a tasting review of Kokoro Blanco right here on the Tequila Hombre, coming up next. Hello and welcome to this episode of the Tequila Hombre, our first ever live tasting and review. Here's the way it's going to work. Today we're going to do a review of Kokoro Blanco. It's a brand new Blanco that came out. Here's the way it's going to work. I'm going to kind of do the review first, and then if you guys have questions, make sure you put a capital Q in front of your question so I can identify it in the comments section. If you just have a comment, go ahead and post your comment. And if you want your question or comment to get priority, if you look below the chat box there on YouTube, you'll see a $sign. You click on the $sign and you can do a super chat or super sticker, which contributes to this channel to help with funding everything that I do. It's greatly appreciated. And your questions and comments get priority. And then after that, we'll go through the rest of the questions and comments, address them individually. Excuse me, today I am fighting a little bit of a cough. I think it's from allergies. It's 106 degrees here in Southern California, and allergies are flaring really bad. So I'm going to try to get through this live for you guys. All right, so let's not waste any more time, though. Let's talk a little bit about the brand Kokoro. So I spent some time talking to the owner of the brand. His name's Howard Cao. It's spelled C-A-O. Now, I spent some time talking to him, and Kokoro, the meaning of the word Kokoro, it's Japanese, and what it means is, it means heart, okay? But it means heart in like, not the actual physical heart, but it means heart as in a collection of mind, body, and soul together. So it's like passion, like love. So it's like when you say, oh, I really like that person, they have a good heart. Okay, so that's kind of what the meaning of this means. So when he went to look to create this tequila, he wanted to focus on the passion and the heart of the trade. He wanted to really honor the agave. And when I talked to him about it, he said, the agave spends 8 years plus, in the ground growing, going through different weather conditions, trying to live its life and survive. And he wanted to honor that with the spirit. So when he went out looking, he went out looking for a distillery that would help him create a Blanco tequila that would honor the agave and do it in a way that would make him proud. So that's how he came up with Kokoro Blanco. And let's not waste any more time, though. Let's get into how this tequila is made. So Kokoro is made out of NOM 1604. The distillery name is Destiladora Bonanza. It is located in Ojo de Aguas de las Tias, Jalisco. They use Weber Blue agave from the highlands, the Los Altos region. When they harvest the agave, they cook them in stone brick ovens, otherwise known as hornos. After they're done cooking them, they shred the agave and they use a tahona to extract the sugars from the agave fibers. After they're done extracting the sugars from the agave fibers, they then ferment it in wooden open-air tanks using wild yeast. After fermentation is complete, they then distill it twice using stainless steel stills with copper coils. After it is done with distillation, it is then bottled at 40% ABV. And the lowest price that you can find this for online is $85. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about the pricing and stuff on this. I know people are looking at it going, $85 for a Blanco. Yeah, I did the same thing when I heard the price, but they use this special bottle to put the tequila in. It is a ceramic jug. And now what they're doing is they're doing a limited edition run on this. And they're only doing 1,000 bottles total. Now, the whole idea behind this is that with these bottles, since not everybody's going to want to keep buying ceramic jugs to keep on their shelf, you'll have multiple ceramic jugs. The idea behind this jug is that you buy it once right now during the special limited edition, and then they'll have a different bottle, a different container that it'll be put in where you can refill the bottle. So they want to be a little more green and conservationist with it. and that, they're looking at trying to do like a pouch type of thing or something. These are ideas that they're thinking now, but the bottle that it's going to be put in, for the normal bottling is not going to be out until after the beginning of next year. So this is just a limited edition run. And now when I talked to him about it, I'm all about limited edition runs, especially if it's good. So I said to him, hey, if this tequila is really good, would you be interested in offering it to the Tequila Barrel Collective, where we'll do a special buy on it at a reduced price? And he said yes. So we haven't talked about the price yet. I wanted to do the review yet before I see if it's something that we wanted to do or not. So let's not waste any more time, though. Let's get into the tasting portion and see what it's all about, all right? So the glass I'm using, of course, is my Denver and Liley agave glass. It is my go-to glass, as you know, for tasting of agave spirits. We'll pop the top on this. It has got a very tight seal on it. Nice pop. It uses a artificial cork, which is good, which means it won't leak, especially like if in shipping. I'm gonna pour a little bit in the glass. Now, this is the first time I've actually tasted this. So I'm tasting it for the first time. And as you guys normally don't see when I do my reviews, I normally will taste a little bit first just to get my mouth and stuff acclimated to it. So before I actually get into the flavors and stuff, I'm going to do that. But first, let's take a look at it in the glass like we normally do. And it coats the glass really nicely. You can see the legs. It's got pearls on it, so it's going to be nice and have a nice viscosity to it. Looking at the tequila itself, it is crystal clear, looks beautiful, just like any good Blanco should. All right, so on the nose, I am definitely getting really nice, the baking spices and the cinnamon from the cooked agave. Picking up some fruit, some like tropical fruit, like papaya and mango coming through on it. Hints of vanilla coming through as well. And it's got a really nice, crisp nose to it. So it smells really good. So I like the smell. I like the nose on it. All right, so let's see what it tastes like. All right, first I'm going to acclimate my mouth to the alcohol. Get everything all set. All right, so let's do the tasting now. Beautiful, rich baking spices and cinnamon coming through, like really nice sweet cinnamon. Hint of anise following that immediately. It has a nice fruitiness to it, like more like tropical fruit coming through on it, with anise mixed into that, so it balances it out. It's not super sweet, but it's got a really nice sweetness to it that's balanced. And on the end, I'm getting a hint of vanilla on the end. This is really nice, really complex. It's got some a nice pepperiness to it too, so I'm definitely picking up some pepper to it. Yeah, baking spices, cinnamon up front, tropical fruit in there, anise or anise, however you pronounce it, in there. So like the black licorice, kind of a bitterness coming through, and a hint of vanilla in there as well. Really nice. This is a really nice Blanco. Sippable, yes. How would I rate this? I'd give this one 5 agave. This is a 5 agave Blanco, guys. It's that good. It is a really good Blanco. I thoroughly am enjoying it. I will definitely be spending some time sipping on this. Now, is this something that I want to do a buy on for the collective? Absolutely. I'm going to be reaching out to Howard and talking to him about doing a buy, getting a special price on this for us, and then we'll be putting a buy together on it. So I definitely recommend it. It's very good, very enjoyable Blanco. If you're a Blanco person, You'll enjoy it. Even if you're not a Blanco person, if you're somebody that likes añejos and reposados that have a lot of nice flavor to it, this actually has a lot of nice flavors to it. It's not simple. It's complex. There's a lot to it you can pick out of it. Very enjoyable. I think all the Blanco lovers out there would thoroughly enjoy it. All right, so there you go. That's my review. I'm giving it 5 agave. Let's get into the comments and questions now. And let's try to keep them all related to this tequila. Let's not ask questions about other tequilas or anything. So let's start with DS wants to know, how peppery is it? On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say it's like a 2 or 3. It's not super peppery, but there's a little bit of pepper to it. So I'd say on a scale of like 0 to 10, 10 being the most, I'd say it's like 2 or 3. There's just a hint of pepper in there, but it's not overly peppery. Yeah, I'd give this one a 5 agave. There's not a lot of them that I've given 5 agaves to, but I love a good Blanco, and I think this one hit the mark with the flavor profile on it and the complexity. I think they did a really great job. I would be proud if this was my Blanco that I was offering. All right, so hi Mark, is this up on Ferment and Still? It's not up on Ferment and Still yet. I need to put together the buy, and when I do, we will put it up on Ferment and Still. So I'm going to talk to him about, since we'll take a lot of cases of this for the Tequila Barrel Collective. So I'll send out an email to everybody about it and let everybody know that we're going to be putting this buy together, and then getting interest, and then we'll get it up on Ferment and Still once we can get how many cases and stuff they'll send to us. They have another batch coming in right now. They're only doing 1,000 bottles of this total. So there'll only be 1,000 bottles in the ceramic jug. And, one thing that he told me about this, which I really like too, is you notice it's just a white ceramic jug with X's on it. They didn't want it to be about the name of the tequila. They wanted it to be about what's inside the jar. So that's why they did just a plain white ceramic jug. And on the back, it says their name, Kokoro, and it has the details that the TTB and the CRT require for them to do. But it's a really nice jug. It's really cool. And they'll be doing refill bottles of this that you can get later that'll be a lot less expensive, where you'll just refill your jug and keep the jug on the shelf. And that way you're not having to buy multiple jugs. And when I talked to him, he's like, nothing's worse than when you buy bottles of stuff and it comes with a wooden box, and then so you end up with a closet full of boxes or boxes stashed everywhere, which is exactly what happens with a lot of the tequila I buy. I've got wooden boxes all over the place that it's like I give them to my daughter to put her toys and stuff in because I don't have room for them. So instead, he's just going to do this jug and then think of a refill way, and he wants it to be green, environmentally friendly on the refill way. So he's working on developing that, and they're going to do other spirits as well. Like the name of the brand is called Kokoro Spirits. So they're going to do like whiskeys and other things where they're going to focus on doing it right and producing a good quality tequila or good quality spirit. And then he's going to put together a club. So he's going to work on details on that too, where when you buy the jug and stuff, you'll be like it'll include a membership in the club where you'll get different benefits and stuff, like maybe a lower price, a better price than most people on the refills and stuff like that. So I'll get all those details once I kind of hash it out with Howard and kind of get an idea of what he's going to do with it. Hey, Eric, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support. Thank you so much. Okay. Next, you're welcome. You're welcome, DS. All right, Bonnie, would our buy be in the jug? Yes, it would be the jug. Our buy would be the jugs. So that's what we're negotiating on. That's what he told me he would like to offer to the collective, is that we get the jugs, and then that way he's putting this exceptional Blanco, which I really, 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 really like, in the hands of people that would appreciate it, and he'd have those people also as members of his group, his club, the Kokoro Spirits Club, which would be included with this. So I'm going to work with him. He said we can work out a better price and stuff on it. So I'll see what I can work out and put it together for us. Hey, Brooke, thank you so much for the super sticker. Lemon character taking his glasses off, raising his arms, greasing. Okay. Thank you so much for the super sticker. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you supporting the channel. Thank you so much. Is there another tequila you would compare it to? If not, just ignore. I wouldn't compare it to another tequila. I would say it's up there with some of the best Blancos that I've had that are 40%. So it's got a lot more depth and stuff than some of them. It's like more complex than Lalo is, and I love Lalo because it's so good, and it's just very simple and easy to drink. And this one isn't as simple as that. It's got really nice character to it and complexity that I'm finding a lot of different notes and stuff that you can pull out of this Blanco. So I put it up among the top as far as my Blancos go, as being one of the best 40% agave, the 40% tequila Blancos that I've had, where it's the complexity and stuff. You don't really see this kind of complexity in things, I think, until you get really into the higher proof Blancos, like the 23 Criollo and stuff. It has a lot of nice complexity to it, and there's a lot of rich agave flavors, and then you can detect a lot of stuff from the fermentation as well. So it's really good. I like it. I hope that answers your question. Awesome, you're able to make this review happen. I thought the tequila was fantastic. As you said, complex with heavy notes of anise. The bottle is cool. Yeah, actually it is, yes. And I'm glad you agree. Yeah, there is, the anise or anise is however you pronounce it, is in there. It's balances things out, because otherwise I think, it's so rich with the cooked agave, the cinnamon and baking spices and stuff that come through, and it's got that rich fruitiness to it too. I think the anise, the black licorice bitterness, kind of balance things out a little bit, so it's not overly sweet. And there's no additives. It's not adulterated. You can tell because you can sense so much stuff in this, where if it was additives in it, those would be over the top, and that's all you would taste. All right, so would there be a limit on these, like one per order? No, there wouldn't be a limit. So we would, however many you want to buy, you can buy. I don't really set limits on anything. The only thing we did the limit on was the 15th anniversary Siembra Azul, and that was only because I only got a certain amount of bottles, and I didn't want people hoarding them. I wanted people to get a chance to get one, to try it. So this one we'll be getting plenty. So we'll negotiate with the owner on the buy and stuff on it. But I definitely will be working on putting this together, and I'll put an email together and send it out here probably sometime tonight to the collective members to get interest and stuff, depending on how many cases that we're actually will take. But hopefully we'll get a lot of interest in it. I don't know the pricing yet. That's one of the things I know. A lot of people are going to ask me, well, how much it's going to cost. I'm going to work on negotiating so it'll be below the $85 price that they're selling it for. But that will be it. How smooth is it? I don't judge things on smooth. It's very drinkable, very easy drinking. I wouldn't call it smooth. It has a little bit of a burn to it, a little bit. But smooth stuff, normally when things are smooth, it's because they have additives in it to make them so they're, easier to drink. But this is a really nice tequila Blanco. It has a little bit of pepper heat to it. Not bad at all. I don't like to call things smooth, so I won't call things smooth. Sorry. Thanks for the breakdown. Definitely looking forward to trying this. Oh, good. It's very good. We'll be doing the collective buy on this. So we'll be, however many bottles that people want, when I do the interest thing, we'll order a little bit more, and we'll offer it on ferment and still, so people can pick it up that want it. Hey guy, hey C-Spill, how are you? Yeah, so don't forget, if you guys like this whole idea of doing live reviews, give me a like on the video, and if I can get, let's say 100 likes on this, then I'll do more live tastings and live reviews like this, where you guys can ask questions and stuff during the review. And this way I know you guys are interested. Otherwise, I'll go back to doing the filmed reviews. But I thought this would kind of be an interesting way to interact with you guys where as I'm tasting it, you can ask questions about the tequila, and we can answer all of the questions for you and kind of interact with you live on it, which I thought would be kind of an interesting thing to do. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the idea of doing live reviews? Comment and let me know if you like that. Live reviews sound like a good. Okay, DS thinks they sound like a good idea. So if we can get 100 likes on this, then I know enough people are really interested in doing it where I will put together more, and we can do them between, the Q&As. We'll still do the Q&As, and I'll still do the happy hour with the hombres, but we can do them on other weekdays in between too, where we can review more stuff and you guys can ask questions live as we're tasting through it. So Brooke says the live discussion is fun and okay, good, yeah. And I'm sitting here, sipping on it. Oh, it's so good. It's good. It's really good. If you're looking for something that's doesn't have character to it and burn and stuff, this is going to have some heat to it. So if you're looking for something that drinks like water, this isn't it. But if you're looking for flavor and a journey and something that really represents what distilled agave spirit should be like, this is definitely it. It's very good. Lots of really nice flavor to it. And of course the heat carries it through. So it's like sitting right now, I'm getting vanilla and fruit and a little bit of the anise on the tongue, even long after, the rest of it's gone. So it's got a nice finish to it, which I like, something that kind of sits for a while and lets you go, it's really good. I really enjoy it. Live reviews sound like good. Okay, DS's live review sounds like a good idea. You love we'll do live interviews too. We'll still have those on the happy hour with the hombre. Yes, the live more review. Okay, more live reviews. Okay, I guess we'll do that. The price at 85 sounds fair to me. It hurts a little bit, but after the second pour, yeah, exactly. It doesn't matter. Yeah. We'll get a better price on it though. We'll work out a deal since we'll take probably a lot of cases of it for the collective. And it won't be a problem. We ship all over the US too. You like okay, Bonnie likes the live reviews. All right. So make sure you click the like button on the video. You're late to the show. Yeah. We started, the reviews, been done. You got to come when we come up in the beginning to hear all the news. But basically, I gave this 5 agaves, Todd. It's a very good Blanco. I highly recommend it for those that enjoy a Blanco that has really robust flavor profile, a nice complexity to it, and that's it. Okay, and JD says he certainly agrees with Brooke. So I guess you guys agree that the discussion is fun and informative, and that you like the live reviews. So if we get enough likes, so make sure you click the like button on the video, and that will determine whether we do these or not. Right now we got 35 people on the feed, which is good. So we should be able to get enough likes. I don't think that'll be a problem. But we'll do more of these live reviews with different tequilas, and we'll do them, different days of the week besides Monday and Wednesday. Monday and Wednesday we'll keep our regular programming, but I may throw them in on Tuesdays and Thursdays and maybe Fridays or maybe during the weekends. So you guys can also comment on what days that you would like to see live reviews, which work for you, and maybe what time, your time that you. So let me know your time too, and we'll pick a time where the most people can tune in and see it. Whether it's a Tuesday or Thursday at 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 8 o'clock Eastern. Let me know, and I'll start programming more live reviews, and maybe while we do the live reviews, I can get the owner as a guest on here to talk about the tequila as well, as we do the tasting and review on it. That might be cool too. So comment below, let me know. That is it for the live review. If there's any more questions, comment and post them really quickly. Otherwise, we're going to call this a wrap on this review. Again, Kokoro Blanco from Kokoro Spirits. Look for it with the Tequila Barrel Collective. And if you're not a member of the Tequila Barrel Collective, go to tequilabarrelcollective.com and sign up. You just get on the email list. That's all it is. and you'll get my email notifications. And look for the email on the Kokoro Spirits buy after I put this together. Any more information on the NOM and the CRT? Well, the NOM is 1604, which is Bonanza, Distilleria Bonanza. It's the same one that makes Libellula. Libellula. It's the same one that makes Libellula. It is actually owned by the kids of Carmen Villarreal. This is the owner and CEO of Casa San Matias. It's a very good distillery. They make good. Everything that I've tried out of Bonanza has been really good. I haven't had anything out of their great. And if you've had that wasn't great, if you've had Libellula, it is a really good Hoven and very inexpensive for the quality that you get. But that's 1604 is the NOM on it. I went over that earlier in the review. Yeah, it's just I'm dealing with allergies. It's 106 degrees here in Southern California, and the allergies are kind of going off the scale with everything drying out. And being an asthmatic and having allergies, I have to battle those, especially when it gets really hot and everything dries. And, you know, they're giving fire warnings, and there's actually places down here that are on fire. It affects the breathing. So I apologize for the coughing. Yeah, Libellula is good stuff. Yeah, and this is the same distillery that makes Libellula, the same people. So it's a very good Blanco. I think this is the best that I've tried from that distillery so far. They really topped themselves off, and using the Tahona, and I think really makes a big difference where the Libellula, they actually used the column still, where here they used a pot still. So they're increasing their equipment at the distillery, and they really did a good job with the Tahona and stuff on this. So I thoroughly enjoy it. It's 5 agaves. All right, so I think that's it as far as the questions and comments go. Kokoro, guys, look for it with the Tequila Barrel Collective. We'll do a special buy on it. And until next time, like I always say, life is too short to drink bad tequila. So Kokoro is a good one to sip on. Salud.